sell it to.
So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down on this absolutely fabulous looking Manhattan. This is kind of like a wine cocktail. There's vermouth in it. What I just had a hankering for, it wasn't rye. I wanted some Maker's Mark with some actual sweet vermouth. And I did it all together. I didn't use the actual orange bitters today. I didn't use anything, but I just kind of corkscrewed some orange rind. And I'm telling you, some days, this is just the ultimate form of expression. It really is. It's just a beautiful cocktail, especially in a coupe glass. And if you've got a nice garnish of some sort, maybe a cocktail cherry or something else that kind of brings out some flavor and some color, then fabulous. But boy, to me, just the orange peel strip alone, right? You know, just getting the zest off of that, the oil is amazing. So this one, I'll be sipping today. But what a pleasure, what a treat on the eve of New Year's Eve. So it's great to see everybody here. My name is Christopher, and I'm delighted that you're here to solve this grid with me. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So we have here a Hannah Binney construction, and I'm assuming this is also her inaugural, as was yesterday's. So we've been getting quite a few new constructors in. I expanded my window that I can see the page here outside of the puzzle, and it says units of force, wordplay, the crossword column. The headline says Hannah Binney makes her New York Times Crossword debut. So I feel like the last 2 or 3 days, that's what we've been doing. I haven't had a chance to go through and read them all, but I'm just terribly excited to see some new constructors in here. So let's hop into this Monday grid and see what we've got. Brainy. Well, we just did the mini, and the word nerdy was in there, so I'm going to try it again. You never know. Nope, not going to be that at all. It sounds like that's going to be an attempt. There's going to be a try, so instead of nerdy, we have got smart, maybe. So let's see. Plant affliction, that's below ground, and that sounds like root rot. Sounds like a strange Scooby-Doo. Instead of rut roll, maybe it's root rot. Choir member, how about a tenor? Type of pear, probably an inaugural. Waiter's imperative after bringing food. Enjoy. Bon appetit. Menlo Park. Haven't seen that in the grid in a long time. Or Estes Park. It's been some time since those old standbys have come out. It might have a twist or hope, perhaps it's a plot, and basketball star Curry would be Steph. And primitive timer, yeah, they're pretty primitive. I wouldn't mind having a classic one. I'd love to have a good solid hourglass. I mean, I just love timekeeping, right? So grasp tightly, maybe to grip. Globes could be orbs. Canadian province that's home to the head smashed in Buffalo Jump World Heritage Site. I have never heard of this place in my life, but guessing from the blank LB, I'm going to go, I don't know, how about Alberta? So, and let's see, what a sleeve covers, perhaps an arm. Also covers an entire tray of Fig Newtons. Even when I ate sweets on occasion, never really ate Fig Newtons, and now I kind of regret that. Creatures that are actually black with white stripes. Ooh, that's cool. I think I vaguely knew that, but now I think it's cemented here. Wacky could be zany. Abominable snowman would be the Yeti. Rider, Weasel, and that would be Ellie. What grads become? Well, they become alums. And flower that reflects yellow when held under one's chin. I guess a buttercup. I guess I haven't noticed that trick. They kind of reflect yellow anyway, don't they? I mean, I don't know. Maybe those aren't buttercups I'm thinking of. I don't know. Now I'm embarrassed because I'm pretty sure Shotzi, I mean, she spends her whole life, she's like an amateur botanist when it comes to florals. I should probably know something about those. Emma, described by Jane Austen as a heroine to whom no one but myself will much like. I guess what she's talking about, Emma. And don't worry about me. I don't know. I'm fine. I'm okay, spelled out maybe. Advances desktop computer that might run Sonoma or Sequoia. That would be the iMac. And I have one here among the other Macintosh computers on my desk. I do have an iMac. I understand you. Okay, copy. It's very military, though. Forbidden. Advances. Don't worry about me. Well, we got that Y there, so I guess this is going to be an I'm okay. And I guess advances could be inroads. Well, for sure, advantages. Surface for doing exercises, maybe a mat. And Shirley Temple and Virgin Bloody Mary for 2. I guess these would be mocktails. You don't get the point of them, but I don't have to. Forbidden. Looks like I got a no-go. H2O in Mexico. Yes, it's agua. So forbidden looks like a no-go, which is also very army sounding to me. Going out romantically. Perhaps we're on a date. Snake-like fish. I guess we're talking in the plural. Father, sire. Gait, faster than a walk, but slower than a canter. And I guess we're talking about a trot. Because we got a walk, a trot, a canter, and a gallop, right? But I think lope falls in with canter. I always try to keep up my units of measure. I mean, I try. Doesn't mean I do. Clinks a glass and gives a speech to maybe toasts. I guess in some situations they could be roasts, right? Recede as the tide. So I guess that would be ebb. And language suffix, ease. Crossword ease. Get to speaking that after a while with me. Units of force or newtons. In classic physics, meh, so. NFL All-Star Game, maybe the Pro Bowl. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched one of those. Cry made while pointing. Look! Mira! Yes, exactly. Obnoxious person informally. Okay. Jazz combo instrument, maybe an alto sax. And I guess we're talking about a tool. In stakes like a wedding cake. In stacks like a wedding cake, so I guess tiered. Okay, a tool. I mean, we all know what a tool is, right? I mean, euphemistically speaking, place for policy wonks, all right? Maybe a think tank. There was a time in my youth I thought that's what I would definitely be doing with my life, but no, never happened. Can't say I'm displeased either. Prepared to propose, maybe knelt. And put forth is effort, maybe we're talking about exertion here. And landlocked African country would be Niger, among others. Norse god of war and death. I guess we got Odin. I prefer to say it with a little bit of a French twist, Odin. But he's not French, is he? No, he's not. So the early bird gets the worm for one, maybe an adage. Food item that might come with locks. Okay, bagel, of course. Purple yam, common in Filipino cooking, and that is an uba. And grammarians concerned usage. Got ourselves checked. Good to go. Evil hinge animal in The Lion King, and those were hyenas. Ooh, I want to eat a wildebeest. Wasn't that Cheech Marin that did that part? I don't know. How to blank a blank, common tutorial topic. I'm assuming it's a tie. I did a video one time for some group of people, and it wasn't like on here or anywhere. Like, I think it was just like I showed it on my phone and sent it to them. They needed to know how to tie a tie. I think it was my daughter. I was like, okay, we'll just watch, you know, going around and over. Oh, bow tie. Well, that's a different story. I gotta get this, you know, it's crazy. Exhausted, metaphorically dead. Wow, it's a terrible metaphor. Contents of a 23 across were like the sands in an hourglass or the days of our lives. Something like that. Yeah, 9. Actually, they said they might have actually found the 9th planet in our actual solar system. And it didn't give Pluto, you know, a promotion, you know. I think they found a black hole, or they speculate there might be a black hole just wandering around out there in the 9th planetary position. So, isn't that comforting? Bathroom fixture. How about a tub? Removed from office, oust, kind of like Pluto was ousted from the solar system as a planet. Sheep sounds, maybe Boz. Number 1 pal, bestie. Speaking of Shotzi, I haven't chatted with her in a couple of days because she's been working. Miss my girl. Music genre prefix. Wow. If Boz is correct and the ALT is indeed affirmed here, we finally got a music genre prefix that's not emo for a change. And that feels pretty good. I mean, I don't have a problem with emo music, but I kind of get tired of the clue. So, Enchanted Girl in a Gail Carson Levine book, and I think that's Ella. Indian pastries with savory fillings, and now I'm gonna totally screw up the spelling, but I think these are samosas. I used to eat them at Tandor in Arlington, Texas. Oh, they're so savory, and it was just so delicious. Yeah. Biomedical building blocks, I think, are stem cells. And some beers, ales. No good, Nick. All you need is love and a cat, I suppose. You gotta be a cat person for that. Dish served from a crock pot, perhaps a stew. You know, I mean, I'm not like I wouldn't be a cat person. It's just that whole yakking up fur and wet vomit balls that would bother me. So maybe if I had like Dr. Evil's cat, you know, that cat that had no hair, maybe I'd probably be pretty good shape. Huge to-dos. Wish for a romantic pairing between in modern parlance. Okay. Make logical sense or what the ends is blah, 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 dude. I guess cup, glass, bowl, tank. I guess hold water. That's clever. I like that. Yeah, well done, Hannah Binney. I'm liking that. That's good. No, Goodnick could be a so-and-so. Haven't seen that usage in forever. Scenes, I think we have. Don't make a scene. Wish for a romantic. So a ship. Troubles could be ills, and Pepsi or Coke sounds like a cola. In El Paso, Texas. Lived there for 5 years. Beautiful place, actually, believe it or not. How do we do, Bob? Fantastic. So 11:26. That's not bad at all, especially considering how many anecdotes I decided to share today. Not a very difficult Monday in general, but some of these clues were a little bit tougher, maybe, best way to describe them, than the typical Monday fare. So for that, I'd have to say, Hannah Binney, you did a damn fine job. Well done. Brava. This is fabulous. So to you, I shall have a bit of my Manhattan. But I still have to get through The Guardian, and I don't want to be tipsing all the way through it. So for a guy that mostly drinks wine, yeah, that's a bit on the strong side, but I'm really excited about it. It's just one of these days. It's a Monday, and I deserve it, I think. So, awesome puzzle. Well done, Hannah Binney. Welcome to the New York Times alumni group, right? Now you're there. So, fantastic. Way to go. We'll go get rid of the old and bring in the new. And I purposely didn't do a little flare thing with my hand today on that. You know, just trying to keep my cool. So I want to thank everybody for the wonderful comments overnight. It just means the world to me when I hear from you. It just always does. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. It just means the world to me, and all the likes that you're lending. It's just been a fabulous audience between YouTube and TikTok. I'm absolutely loving every bit of this. And so thank you all so very much for being part of it. And until we see you again tomorrow for the New Year's Eve mini, the New Year's Eve grid, as well as the Guardian, assuming they do one on New Year's Eve. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be good to yourselves, please. And be great to your friends and your neighbors. They deserve it. But especially be kind to the person behind you in line. Take care. To me, the golden rule. Be well.